Hi, and welcome back to Sonic Sunday School. This week we're going to talk a little bit about tapping. And this is going to be really basic, kind of a primer on tapping. Nothing super in depth, nothing really advanced. What you saw there just after the intro was Mr. Big Song, Green Tinted 60s Mind. And what he is doing in that is he's using tap to notes to outline the actual chords of the song. You can do that by figuring out what chords you want from the song. You've got, if it's a major, it's a root 3 and the 5. So have to have everything in one line. So would be normally your root 3 5. So you would. So there you've got your root 3 5. And that makes a tapping pattern that you can use all around on the neck. But the demonstrations that I've recorded that I'm going to drop in are actually more scalar scale type tapping patterns. We're going to use G major, E minor like we've been using up till now. So if you've gone through all of the major scale lessons that I've done, this should all be really familiar to you. Same major scale patterns, but I'm going to be tapping higher notes instead of playing them on the next string. I'll be tapping them higher up on the same string. Let me give you an example here. So there's an example of tapping within a scale, and I've also put together another little thing where, because it's the key of G major, E minor, all the 12th fret notes and open strings are within scale. So I was able to do this kind of thing, and I'll show that to you here for a minute. But one way that it's used a lot is you might recognize this. Although not in the same key, it's the same idea. So here I'm going to show that to you. Okay, so that's just some basics to tapping, and this is meant to be just an introduction to tapping. I'm not going to get advanced or anything on it. Just, there are a lot of people I know that will tap, and they know certain patterns, but they don't know how anybody came about those patterns. And this is just to show you that indeed this is just tapping out of a scale. So you know that you've got if you wanted to play notes out of both of those positions, so basically, it's just hitting, the notes in the scale. You're just using the scale. But yeah, that's how they come up with the different patterns. If you see, just moving around in that scale pattern, choosing different spots. I mean, you can use. Now, I tend to use my index finger. When I'm playing live, I don't do a lot of tapping. If I do, I generally will tuck the pick here, just like if I was finger picking. People will actually use the side or edge of the pick to do the tapping. I'm not very good at that, so I can't even demonstrate that well, because it's something I've seen people do, but it's not something I've ever practiced. I just use my index finger. Some people will use their ring finger and hold their pick, continue to hold their pick like they normally would, and tap like that. I think I've done that a time or two, especially if you're playing. Doing it just to accent a note, I'll just use my middle finger. But if I'm doing a passage, I use my index finger. It's the finger I'm most accurate with. I don't really use it as a technique very often. It's good to have, especially if you're going to play in cover band, because if you play a song with a guitarist that has that, then you can, replicate his solo or her solo. Hopefully, that gives you a starting point. And right now, this is just an intro to, and I hope it helped some of you. Alright? Well, I'll see you next time. Thanks.